There is a silent story unfolding inside your body right now, and most people never hear it until it becomes too loud to ignore. Your kidneys, those quiet and faithful organs, work every second of every day to filter your blood, balance your fluids, and protect your life. Yet chronic kidney disease often begins without pain, without noise, without warning. It progresses slowly, patiently, and almost invisibly. That is why understanding the 5 stages of chronic kidney disease is not just medical information. It is a form of self-awareness. It is the difference between reacting in fear and responding with wisdom. Many people hear the words stage 1, stage 2, or stage 4 and feel overwhelmed, as if those numbers carry a sentence they cannot escape. But knowledge transforms numbers into direction. Knowledge replaces confusion with clarity. When you understand what each stage truly means, you begin to see that every phase carries not only challenges, but also opportunities to act, to adjust, and to protect what remains strong within you. Chronic kidney disease does not appear overnight. It develops gradually, often influenced by conditions such as high blood pressure, diabetes, or long-term inflammation. In the early stages, kidney damage may be mild, and kidney function can still appear almost normal. Many people feel completely fine. That is the paradox of stage 1 and stage 2. The danger is present, but the symptoms are quiet. This is where awareness becomes powerful. When kidney function is measured through estimated glomerular filtration rate, known as eGFR, doctors can determine how well your kidneys are filtering waste from your blood. The numbers provide guidance, not doom. They show where you stand and what steps you can take. Inspired by the educational philosophy often associated with Dr. Matthew R. Weir, patients are reminded that early understanding allows early intervention. It is not about fear. It is about preparation. It is about recognizing that small adjustments today can prevent major consequences tomorrow. As the disease progresses into stage 3, kidney function declines more noticeably. Some people may begin to experience fatigue, swelling, or changes in urination. Yet even here, the story is not finished. Stage 3 is often divided into 2 parts, showing that even within difficulty, there are levels of progression. This stage becomes a turning point. It is the moment when many people finally realize that their kidneys need serious attention. Diet becomes more important. Blood pressure control becomes essential. Medication adherence becomes non-negotiable. Instead of seeing this stage as a sign of defeat, it can be viewed as a wake-up call. The body is asking for care, discipline, and commitment. It is asking you to become an active participant in your own healing journey. When people hear about stage 4 or stage 5, fear often grows stronger. These advanced stages represent severe kidney damage and, in the final stage, kidney failure. But even here, understanding brings strength. Planning for future treatments, discussing options with healthcare providers, and preparing mentally and emotionally can transform uncertainty into structured action. The most important truth is this: your stage does not define your worth. It does not erase your potential. It does not cancel your ability to live meaningfully. What defines your future is how you respond to what you now know. Understanding the 5 stages of chronic kidney disease in simple terms gives you power. It gives you direction. It reminds you that while the disease may progress over time, so can your awareness, your discipline, and your determination to protect your life with courage and clarity. Understanding the 5 stages of chronic kidney disease in simple terms is not merely an academic exercise. It is a deeply personal awakening that reshapes how you see your health, your habits, and your future. When people first learn that they have CKD, the mind often races toward worst-case scenarios. Yet the truth is far more layered and far more hopeful than fear suggests. Stage 1 and stage 2 are not the end of a journey, but the earliest signals that your body is asking for attention. In these beginning phases, kidney function may still be strong enough to sustain normal living, and that is precisely why awareness matters so much. When damage is mild, your actions carry extraordinary weight. Choosing balanced nutrition, reducing excess salt, staying hydrated appropriately, Managing blood pressure, controlling blood sugar, and attending regular medical appointments are not small decisions. They are strategic investments in your longevity. This is the stage where prevention and discipline quietly build a protective wall around your health. As the condition moves towards stage 3, reality becomes more tangible. The kidneys are filtering less efficiently, and the body may begin to whisper signs that something has changed. Fatigue might feel heavier than usual. Swelling in the legs or ankles may appear. Blood tests might show imbalances in minerals that once remained stable. This stage requires seriousness without surrender. It is here that structured medical guidance becomes essential. Lifestyle choices evolve from optional improvements to necessary commitments. You may need to monitor protein intake, adjust medications, and check your kidney function more frequently. What once seemed like distant medical advice now becomes a daily responsibility. And yet, within this responsibility lies empowerment. The numbers on a lab report are not there to frighten you. They are there to guide you. They are like road signs on a long journey, indicating when to slow down, when to refuel, and when to change direction. There is a deeper lesson within these stages that goes beyond biology. Chronic kidney disease teaches patience, discipline, and awareness. It reminds you that the human body is both resilient and delicate. You cannot ignore it without consequence, but you also cannot underestimate its ability to respond positively when cared for with consistency. Many teachings inspired by Dr. Matthew R. Weir emphasize that education transforms anxiety into action. When patients understand what is happening inside their bodies, they begin to participate actively in their care rather than passively fearing the outcome. Knowledge does not eliminate difficulty, but it reduces helplessness. It allows you to ask better questions, follow treatment plans with intention, and approach each medical appointment prepared rather than confused. When the disease advances towards stage 4, seriousness deepens. Kidney function becomes significantly reduced, and preparation becomes a key focus. Discussions about long-term treatment options may begin. This stage can feel overwhelming, yet it also offers clarity. It forces honest conversations about the future, while there is still time to plan wisely. Preparing does not mean giving up. It means facing reality with courage. Stage 5, often called kidney failure, represents the most advanced point of the condition, where the kidneys can no longer meet the body's needs without medical intervention. But even here, life does not end. Treatment options, such as dialysis or transplantation, exist to sustain and extend life. The journey may change form, but it continues. Every stage carries responsibility, but every stage also carries possibility. The true power lies not in the stage itself, but in your response to it. Chronic kidney disease progresses over time, yet so can your strength, your discipline, and your commitment to protecting your health. When you understand your stage clearly and simply, confusion fades and direction emerges. You begin to see that while you may not control every outcome, you can control your effort, your mindset, and your willingness to act wisely at every step of. Beyond laboratory numbers and medical terminology, there is a profound emotional journey that accompanies each stage of chronic kidney disease, and it is a journey that demands both courage and clarity. When you truly begin to understand what is happening within your body, you realize that CKD is not simply a condition to be labeled. It is a call to live more intentionally. The kidneys, though small, carry enormous responsibility. They cleanse, regulate, and stabilize the delicate balance that keeps you alive. When their function declines, even slightly, the entire body feels the effect in ways that are sometimes subtle and sometimes overwhelming. Yet within this challenge lies an invitation to awaken. You start to examine your daily routines more carefully. You begin to question what you eat, how you rest, how you manage stress, and whether you are truly honoring the body that works tirelessly on your behalf. As the stages progress, awareness deepens. You begin to see that time matters. Stage 1 and stage May 2 appear forgiving because symptoms are often minimal. But this quiet period is not permission to ignore the condition. It is a strategic window. It is the season in which habits can be reshaped before damage accelerates. Small daily decisions compound over months and years. Choosing water over sugary drinks, monitoring blood pressure consistently, taking prescribed medication without skipping doses, and attending follow-up appointments are not dramatic actions, but they are powerful. They create stability where instability could easily grow. This steady discipline builds a foundation that supports you as the condition evolves. When individuals enter stage 3, the reality of CKD often becomes more personal. The body may send clearer signals. Energy levels may fluctuate. Laboratory results may demand closer monitoring. At this point, many people experience a mixture of determination and uncertainty. They may wonder how far the disease will progress or whether their efforts are enough. This emotional tension can feel heavy, yet it can also fuel transformation. It is in this space that education becomes more than information. It becomes strength. Teachings associated with Dr. Matthew R. Weir often highlight the importance of understanding disease progression so that patients feel empowered rather than paralyzed. Knowledge reframes the experience. Instead of asking why this is happening, you begin asking what you can do next. That shift in perspective changes everything. There is also a deeper philosophical lesson hidden within CKD's progression. The disease unfolds gradually, reminding you that health is never static. It is dynamic, influenced by choices, environment, genetics, and time. Nothing in the human body remains unchanged forever. Recognizing this truth encourages humility. It teaches patience. It encourages you to value prevention rather than waiting for crisis. As kidney function declines towards stage 4, preparation becomes essential. Conversations about long-term treatment plans are no longer abstract possibilities, but necessary considerations. While this stage can feel intimidating, it is also clarifying. It demands responsibility. It calls for open communication with healthcare providers and honest evaluation of lifestyle patterns. Stage 5 represents the most advanced point, where kidney function can no longer sustain life without medical support. For many, this stage carries fear, yet it also carries resilience. Human beings have an extraordinary capacity to adapt. Dialysis, transplantation, and structured medical care become pathways that extend life and offer renewed possibility. Even here, dignity and purpose remain intact. CKD does not erase identity. It does not remove your ability to contribute, to love, or to pursue meaningful goals. The stages describe kidney function. They do not define your spirit. Ultimately, understanding the 5 stages of chronic kidney disease in simple terms gives you more than medical clarity. It gives you ownership. It transforms uncertainty into informed action. It reminds you that while you may not control every biological change, you can control your response. With discipline, awareness, and guided education, each stage becomes a chapter you navigate with intention rather than fear.